We examine the nationwide Open Banking for Good challenge. We ask, is there the possibility that a telecoms provider will move into the banking space? And we look at the impact of the FCA's Dear CEO letter. All this and more here in the Frictionless Finance Report. Hi there, I'm Kenny from IDCO. Welcome to the third edition of the Frictionless Finance Report, our bi-weekly newsletter aimed at those with an interest in FinTech, consumer experience and open banking. Let's kick off. Nationwide have officially launched their Open Banking for Good challenge, where participants build services that can help the financially disadvantaged. With the Building Society backing the challenge to the tune of £3 million, could this be the help that the financially disadvantaged have been looking for? A new report from Lendit FinTech suggests that open banking has helped in collaboration between banks and fintechs. While they characterise the early days of lending as a power struggle, the rise of open banking has led to further collaboration or mergers. A new question being posed for PSD2 is how the new requirements will be met in regards to multi-factor authentication. Oliver Smith discusses this in a new Forbes report. Will this lead to the return of memorable phrases and passwords? Chris Skinner has written yet another impactful piece on his blog. The article, titled "Open Banking Has Arrived Whether You Like It or Not," stirred some powerful reactions when we shared it across social media last week. Have a read and let us know your thoughts. IBM is moving into the field of open banking with their own in-house solution, and they argued that other banks could benefit from this. Will this help banks struggling with digital transformation, or are more nimble fintechs already dominating this space? The UK, Netherlands, Singapore and the US have all been named as leaders in the open banking field. That's the view of Capgemini and BNP Paribas, the authors of the World Payment Report 2018, citing the US as a leader in whole because of the work undertaken by banks in the absence of regulator leadership. Is telecoms giant T-Mobile positioning itself for an entrance into banking? According to documents seen last week, that looks a distinct possibility. The operator has been working with Bank Mobile, and the tie-up could see 73 million T-Mobile customers offered banking solutions through their phone. In an attempt to cut down on fraud, names as well as bank details will be required to make UK bank payments from next year onwards. Will this curtail the scammers, or will they find another way to separate people from their money? The FCA's Dear CEO letter has caused quite a stir this week, as it reminded HCSTCs of their obligations towards consumers ahead of the November 1st deadline on affordability. Will lenders stop lending as they try and remediate their customers? And what potential compensation claims could lenders be looking at for past misdeeds? Heading abroad, we look at Australia, where the ground is paved for the introduction of open banking. Will the lack of an implementation entity stymie attempts to introduce open banking down under? After reporting last week that movements towards open banking had stalled in the US, IBS Intelligence has produced a report stating 90% of American banks are preparing open APIs. And finally, the first news that Brazil is considering open banking with a view to implementation. High consumer costs and interest rates mean that open banking is an attractive proposition to the BRIC nation. As always, there's no shortage of news emanating from the UK fintech scene. CB Insights have produced a must-read summary of fintech across the globe. They cover 60+ startups disrupting the banking scene. The UK government sent a substantial delegation to the CYBOS conference in Sydney to meet with their Australian counterparts. And in what makes sobering reading for fintechs, new research from Finextra has revealed what consumers really think of the fintech scene. The research reveals that consumers do not trust fintechs due to a lack of understanding and their lack of a physical location. We finish with a summary of what's new from the IDCO. Take-up for our new app NOMO continues to defy expectations. You can download it today on iOS. We're continuing to talk all things affordability, and this week I've covered the FCA's Dear CEO letter. You can read the full offering on our blog. We have just held our second London Open Banking Excellence Evening. A packed room was fortunate to hear from the great and the good of open banking. Want to get involved? See the full details in the article below. And we'll be in London on November the 27th for the Open Banking Expo. Attending? We look forward to seeing you there. If you'd like to book an appointment with any one of our sales team to meet them on the day, you can do so by emailing sales@theidgo.com. That's all for this week. Do check out the links to the articles below, and we hope you enjoy them. You can find all you need to know from the IDGO by following our blog and social media channels. And if you have any articles or news that weren't mentioned in the Frictionless Finance Report, please do send them our way. Our email address is frictionlessfinance@theidgo.com. Until next time.